What's up, guys? Welcome back to Adventures in Creative Writing with me, Miss Baker. I'm in the backyard chilling in the hammock today, getting ready for today's adventure, which is the ultimate outdoor location, which will be revealed later in this video. But with that, let's take a look at some awesome writings that were submitted last week after our adventure to San Francisco. In the early hours of the morning, the fog is starting to go, and far away on the horizon, the sun starts to peek out. I see the very big sun slowly come up. I watch the sun take its usual path from east to west. At this early time of day, there are not that many people on the beach, only a few that are taking their early morning walks. With the low tide in the morning, a lot of seashells can easily be seen on the sand. The nice morning breeze feels so relaxing and calming. As the morning moves towards noon, it starts to feel warmer. Guys, I don't know about you all, but I'm obsessed with the diction choice in this passage, particularly the big sun slowly coming up. The sun slowly is a great example of alliteration. Additionally, this passage is super descriptive, has lots of attention to detail, and it most definitely has me wanting to get in the car at 3 a.m. just so that I can walk on the beach tomorrow morning. When my family went to the beach, I woke up before everybody and snuck outside. The waves were very pretty, there were a bunch of seagulls, the crabs were not out, and the sky was beautiful. I had the entire beach to myself. Well, until my mom looked out the window and saw me. She yelled so loud that she woke up everybody near her. Oh no, I thought, I'm in trouble. Guys, what I love about this one is we have another passage that's just incredibly detailed. We've got the sky, there were lots of seagulls, beautiful waves, no crabs. And then also I kind of like this air of like it starts off very peacefully, and then we have some comedy inserted at the end with mom waking up and being like, where you at though, and getting in trouble for sneaking out of the house early in the morning. So I really liked kind of that tone shift in this passage. When I woke up in San Francisco, I hopped out of my bed to open the curtains, expecting the warm rays of the sun to beam on me, but instead it was going to be a foggy day. I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth and do my hair. Then I was about to pick out my clothes from my suitcase when I saw that the fog was gone. I could see the Golden Gate Bridge perfectly. So instead of picking something boring, I picked out my brightest shirt and some white shorts, put them on with my brown sandals, and went down to the lobby to get some breakfast. Breakfast was good, but it was time to get into the bustling streets to see something that I had been waiting to see. About 10 minutes went by, and I was there, the Golden Gate Bridge. I did not expect today would go so well. So of course, I love that this passage takes place in San Francisco, our location for our adventure last week. But in particular, I really love the word choice of bustling streets. On our assignment on Classroom for this week, I will mail any person who can tell me what the word bustling is in their own words without looking it up. I will mail you a surprise. So comment on the assignment for this week and tell me what you think the word bustling means. Additionally, I like how the passage starts off when you think the day is not going to go according to plan, but in true San Francisco style, the fog kind of parts and makes way for a beautiful sunny day. Another bonus assignment is ask your science teacher or Mr. Mullaney what a marine layer is, because the fog that appears all over the San Francisco Bay Area is what they call a marine layer, and they can definitely explain it better than I can. Thank you to every single person that completed the imagery writing practice activity and created their own San Francisco inspired adventure for me to read. They have certainly taken me to different places and been a wonderful adventure out of my backyard and my house. So thank you so much for sharing your work and your writing with me. So let's get into our adventure for this week. All right, guys, the people have spoken, and this week we're heading north of San Francisco to Seattle, Washington. top 3 best things about Seattle. 1, whale watching tours. That was incredible. Being able to go out into almost Canadian waters and see killer whales in the wild as well as some humpback whales. That was incredible. 2, the original Starbucks store. Who else can say that they waited in an incredibly long line for your very old basic Starbucks? I can. And then the third thing that I loved was the Museum of Pop Culture, which has any and everything that you could want to see involving pop culture, from instruments to comic book artifacts to horror movie props. It has everything. So for this week's assignment, we're going to elaborate. Finally, this will be our last week doing some imagery writing practice. On Classroom, you're going to find an assignment where I give you a basic sentence that says something like, "The sky was beautiful." And you're going to incorporate figurative language to tell me how beautiful or ugly or scary that thing that I have told you to write about is. I'll give you plenty of examples on the assignment, but I'd love to be able to fuse imagery with figurative language like simile and metaphor so that you can help your reader really understand what you're thinking in your mind. And then lastly, we're going to use some of the things that I described in the video, like the Museum of Pop Culture, killer whales, Starbucks coffee. We're going to get into some characterization. And so for that, I'm going to let you pick a person. It'll be a generic description like a person that goes to the museum, a person that chooses to go on a whale watching tour, a person that waits in a too long line for some basic old Starbucks coffee. And you're going to use your imagination to come up with adjectives or descriptive words for the type of person that would do that thing. And so those descriptive words that you come up with and brainstorm, you're going to use that for some writing next week. Make sure that you vote for our next location, and I hope that you enjoy the activities this week.